So happy Sunday, joy on ya. My mother coined that term, joy on ya. It means joy on you. This Sunday, this second Sunday in August 2021. I'm glad to be up and sharing some of my thoughts with you today. These are still the remnants of an old black woman. And I'm still stuck with my politics and my issues with segregation and my issues with men just choking the life out of the blessings of a woman's presence on this earth. And here again, I got up and I started this pause and I have not put my teeth in. So if it's hard to hear me, I do apologize, but I'm not going to get up and I'm not going to start over again. I'm just not going to begin again. So I'm trying to find this sweet spot, this happy spot, this place where I can, with assuredness, say, as an old woman, old rambling woman, old 75-year-old black rambling woman on this Sunday, I'm trying to say that I've cried my last tears yesterday, and that I've just decided to do that because I can't really get in and fix anything, or at least I've understood the only thing I can fix that I do have some control over is myself and my mind and what I put in my mind. And what I put in my mind and feed my mind gives me my output at the end of a day. I always say from here on out three things. There are 86,400 seconds in every day. 86,400 seconds in every day. And if we manage our days properly, or if we manage our days in good spirit, or if we manage our days practicing human kindness, or if we manage our days respecting the next person, the other person, I think we'll eventually find peace. And trust me, guys, it's hard right now. My mm, my lid is full. And the only thing I keep doing every day is opening a whole bunch of things that I have to solve, issues, situations, problems, concerns, things that need to be handled, whatever this day is going to entail. Because right now it's Sunday and I haven't really started moving. My movement today was to get to you guys to say, hey, happy Sunday. I hope we're doing positive things. I hope we're loving those we've chosen to love. I hope we've gotten up to date, not in a fractious mode. And I'm asking that what we're hearing, that we filter what we're hearing. And if this filter does not lead us to a path of peace and silence and rest and joy, then I might need to rethink all these other things that have chosen to occupy my space. Those things that I tend to pay attention to. So, at 75, I think it's just good for me to rethink some things. I said a couple of days ago, moving forward, that means tomorrow. And whatever baggage I've carried from 1946 to tomorrow, it just has to be gone. Because A, it didn't work. And well, it worked, but now it needs to be finessed. Now it needs to be refined. And had I known that I was supposed to refresh and reposition yourself, out here in this thing called America, or just outside my door, or just getting up to speaking to the other folk that live with me in this small apartment. Life is so strange right now, and we don't want to cry about it because, like I said in the beginning, each one of us at some point in time are going to have to share, i.e., say, speak my narrative, my story, my truth. And after I share this with just you, and I don't know how many of you are listening to me, and I appreciate all that are. And I'd like to just settle the spirits of those I've not spoken to, haven't tuned in, haven't checked yet. Just can we just breathe? I'm just trying to get us in this small setting just to breathe, just to inhale, exhale, put one foot in front of the other, and just stop. If we're on top of this dirt today, just say thank you. And what I'm going to try to do moving forward is demonstrate at all times my human kindness. I join Reverend Barbara and all those that are with him that ask those of you in power to protect us, protect me, to respect us, to respect me, and to pay us, yes, to pay me. I have to change those pronouns from the you to the I to make sure that when this is my life that's being impacted by the rules and regulations and strangulations of those folk that call themselves in power. And I've shared over the last couple of days, I'm looking out and I'm seeing way too many folks that don't look like me. They're saying that are speaking, that are trying, that are attempting to serve up a whole bunch of shit that's going to negatively impact my life, negatively impact our lives. Because the only people talking right now, candidly speaking, are white men. And if you watch Netflix, America, the motion picture, you should know by now white women who gave these, I started to call them nasty names, but who gave their men just the power to think and to speak something of sense. But we know that you ain't had no thoughts, white men. You've been some dirty, unkind, nasty mothers, uckers. You just shit. And it's all about being white. Well, I'm sorry. I got a black. What is that going to do for me? I'm sorry. But I got a black. And so now your white racism is stupid because that means you're going to put in some more legislation, some more laws, some more actions that are going to negatively impact my life and my family. You have got to stop it. Because those of us that are just beginning to say, wait a minute, there are only 331 million Americans in what we call the United States of America. And if we just take John Oliver and look at how negative the negative plan of how they can fuck you, just look at John Oliver and listen what we've done to Puerto Rico. And the only reason we did not implement those laws and those attitudes and those actions and those legislations because there were more people of color out there. But you came in and you robbed us blind. You robbed us blind. So now all of your nastiness is having to filter into what you guys call, oh, not them 7 million folk in Puerto Rico, but these 31 million, 300, yeah, 331 million left in America. Because you know we don't count Puerto Rico. We've been nasty a long time. I'm sorry, you, because I don't run anything. But I am beginning to take a look at my life, and I am beginning to put my two and two together. And where I don't have clarity, I'm suggesting that we get real clear right now. Because moving forward, everybody has a right to sit at the table. Everybody. And this modern white and or black corporate individuals, you got to rethink some things or you got to go. And if you've been lucky enough to be in what we consider power for the last 20, 25 years, I've got to ask you, how in the hell did we get the crime bills that we got? How in the hell did we get the welfare bills that we got? How did you get this education so fucked up where either you go to Penn State or State Penn? Come on, man. How can you totally ignore the economics and the security of this nation? And those of you in power know that has been your responsibility to create an efficient and effective functionings of our economy and our democracy that provides defense for all people, not just you white people. So now, as I said yesterday, and you're going to probably get tired of me saying this, but I'm going to keep on saying it. I am asking the white woman to reevaluate what she is in lockstep with her husband about right now. Because you've been able to vote since 1921. So I hold you responsible, ladies, for these immigration bills, these nasty immigration bills. This Plessy versus Ferguson, which you have not taken off the book. And so in your private quarters, you really still think me, a old black woman or a black woman, is still only 3/4 human. You're wrong. I breathe the same air you do. It's just that when you got up this morning, you were Joel Osteen white. John Hagee white. Mitch McConnell white. Lindsey Graham white. Ted Cruz white. Paul Ryan white. Newt Gingrich white. You new segregationists white. You're all creating, I'm not going to even call it problems. You're all trying to push us to get everybody, 331 million, to adopt your policies. And they are negatively impacting the poor white woman, the black woman who has been your muse since 1619. Fast forward since 1968. You white women got the right to vote in 1921. I did not get it until 1968. That means, white women, you should have been 44 years of doing so much better than you've done. And then I dare you come after my body and what I can do with it and what I can tell myself my worth is. I dare you. Because there are a lot of you, since you chose to be stupid and left your men and find yourself in a single household position, you gotta, hey man, the one thing we showed you since the 60s, that the mule black woman had to step up. And we've been stepping up since 1619. Now, 1968 to 2020, we have been your mule. But moving forward, I cried my last tear, my last thought, my trying to get you to look at me in better respect, to protect me, to respect me, to pay me. Hey, man, that was yesterday. Moving forward, you're going to have to do so much better when you come to me. And I'm just talking about those that are in what I'm trying to put out here in 2021. But those, when you get to me, I'm going to have to tell you to tell the truth. You must share. Huh, huh. As you create your institutions, your schools, your banks, your supermarkets, and your hospitals. And as you put them more in your community than in mine, and you have better laws than I have in mine, and better operations there than I have in mine, sooner or later, everybody, which includes you, everybody's rent comes due. It is time for you to pay these non-sufficient funds checks. Just in land acquisition. Oh, I'm sorry. Just in apartment acquisition. Ugh. Just in your crime bill. One more time. Your crime bill, your welfare bills where you really think it's me, your black mule, but it's not. It's all of your big corporate industries that are in food and agriculture and growing meat. That's where the welfare monies are going. The little stuff you give us, no, 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 no. But you don't want to open that lid. But you asked me to open all these lids in my life and totally being impacted by your legislation. Just asking us to take another look at these crime bills, these welfare bills, these education bills, these immigration bills, this Plessy versus Ferguson bill. You need to rethink that. I'm not 3/5. Oh my God, I am so old and full grown. You need to rethink health care, women's rights, voter rights, voter suppression rights. You got to let me vote. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's what I demonstrate. That's what I demonstrated in 2020 in November. So now here we are moving forward. Your white woman, your black woman, the brown woman, the poor woman, the woman of color, the woman across the board whose needs are putting her in vulnerable positions. We have got to come together. And I've been silent for 75 years because I thought the processes that we had in place from the White House to the Senate to the Congress to the judges were going to work in all people's interest. Ah, but you lied. Racism has no silver lining. And with racism, you cannot work your way out of it. So we are going to have to think a new thought. And collectively, women, we're going to have to kind of make it happen. Because I remember a long time ago, we were at war with some little country across the water. And the women got tired of their husbands coming home, sons coming home in body bags. And women decided to refuse to acknowledge and comply with the needs of their men. It did not take long for that war to cease. CEASE. So now we're going to have to think a new thought here because I am a woman and I am aggravated as shit at some of the things that these men are putting out. And I've been here a long time. And I've allowed you to choke me for a long time. And I am so sick of you, I don't know what to do. So I try to come here and find a glad spirit and just say, women, we can do a better job. Ladies, we hold all the cards. Shh. You call me your mule. Oh, I'm sorry. When you speak about the black woman, we're in such negative lights. Oh, that hoe. Oh, that bitch. Oh, that Jezebel. Oh, that prostitute. Oh, that mule. No, but, I have been carrying a long time. And you can put whatever that carrying is. But I'm only going to take you back to Welsing and her 9 people activities. I've been carrying at the lower end of the spectrum your funky economics, your lousy education, the way you blocked and stole entertainment, the way you continue to strangle in law, in legislation, in acts. Oh my God. In labor, you refuse to pay me. Oh my, I have so many of your checks. I have so many non-sufficient funds checks. I'd like to get to a place in my heart where I can burn all of them. Because the debt that you have to people of color is massive. And you know it. And eventually, if you don't want to do it in 2021, you're going to have to do it by 2050. Because by 2050, there are going to be more of me than there are of you. There are going to be more brown women, more black women, more women of color, more poor women, more women across the board who are vulnerable, and you know it, and you know who you are. We have got to send a better message. I'm sorry, a better message. A better message will start coming by 2050. Trust, because you guys are on the brinks of right now of trying to destroy everything. You really think your racism is a good policy because you got a white and I got a black. I dare you. You are not God, and you do not control who we are as we navigate this thing called just America. I'm not talking about the world. But if you're looking at it from the world, you little white rugged, little white angry, small-minded white men, you are a minority. And we gave you 2020, and to date, we have no evidence that you have any concern about improving the material conditions of all our lives. Oh, all people across the board whose life struggle is massive right now, to people of color, to brown people, to black people, to white people. My God, we have got to get up and think so much better thoughts than these white men. Racism can no longer have a seat in my head space. It's unkind, and I'm ready to demonstrate human kindness, show respect for the next fellow, and wish everybody a happy state, a happy place, peace of mind, struggles that we can handle. Oh my God, give a shit. And as you're giving a shit, make it happen. Women, make these, oh my good, you know what I want to call them right now? But now we have the power to make these men do way better than they're doing. And Lord, women, if we have children, you know we are going to have to check this man, this white man, right now in 2021, August 8, 2021. Because moving forward, I just need to breathe. I am tired of choking to death. Today is Sunday, the second Sunday in August. I wish everybody a peaceful day, great eating, great interaction, following whatever rules and regulations it is to keep you safe as you interact with the people in just my world, just the folks that I'm talking to, just as we try to maneuver these challenges. I'm trying to ask and share with each of us that we need to move to a peaceful state of mind. Inhale, exhale, breathe, keep our eyes on the prize, and hold on. I want to say hold the F blank blank F blank 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 K on. Oh my God. Let's work moving forward on all these food insecurities, these economic insecurities, these transit insecurities, these education insecurities, these labor insecurities. We are sick of your non sufficient funds checks. Join Reverend Barbara. Those of you in power must protect us, must respect us, and must pay us. It is as simple as that. Oh my God. Wishing you guys an awesome rest of your Sunday. Just asking we organize our hearts and our minds into a peaceful spot where we can just rest. So that as we get up and we look at this next week and we're moving forward because we've said and cried our last tear today or yesterday. I love you guys. Yours in liberty.